Let's take a look around the Circuit de Monaco, a 2.074 mile circuit, 19 turns in total, 41.29 metre elevation change, and just one DRS zone. A fan and driver's favourite. The lap begins coming out of Anthony Nogues on a curved start straight and up towards turn 1. 210 metres for you on the brakes into Saint-Devote, up the hill at Beau Rivage towards Massenet. Keep the car sort of as best straight as you can for a light dab of the brakes into Massenet at the top of the hill. Then it's into Casino Square before avoiding the bump on the left-hand side of the track downhill into the Mirabeau hairpin down to second gear. Control the throttle as you come around the Lowe's hairpin or Fairmont hairpin, whichever you prefer. 30 miles per hour, the slowest corner on the track. Portier 1 leads into Portier 2 as well before you can get open the throttle as you come down through the tunnel section. Keep the car in as you adjust to the sunlight bursting in your eyes. Downhill braking zone into the Nouvelle chicane. Flick through as tight as possible. Opportunity to overtake is here. Down towards Tabac as well. Don't hit the bar on the outside as you flick the car through. Then try and keep a straight line by touching the barriers to the swimming pool chicane. Braking hard then as well. Provide a interesting little end to the lap at Rascasse as well. A tight sort of hairpin after a straight. Anthony Nogues as well, the tightest corner on the track. Booted hard towards the line with the DRS open, across the line, and that is a lap of Monte Carlo. Hello everybody, welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. It's the feature race for Formula 2. We've slightly on air a bit early because they haven't actually gone on air on time on Sky. But it's an interesting race coming up, 42 laps ahead of us as well. Let's cross over to the start of the World Feed now. The story so far.
Time for qualifying on these famous streets.
Big slide. Oh!
Into the barrier goes Arthur Leclerc. Martins with a superb time. And Taruvula has gone into the wall. That will be that for Group A. Oh my word.
That's how close you need to get.
This has been a mighty lap. Clermont Novalak finds the barriers. We are done. What position in Monaco? And Formula 2 is racing. Oh, and there's the drama we expect on lap number 1 of the sprint in Monaco. Awasa gets past, a problem for Hadjar.
That is just so unlucky.
Drivers dropping back, then attacking. It's been classic Monaco. Ayumu Awasa wins on the streets of Monte Carlo.
Yeah, hey, we are the Monaco winner.
A superb performance to dominate the sprint.
It is Sunday morning here on the Côte d'Azur in the south of France. Welcome to FIA Formula 2's Monaco feature race. 42 laps ahead of us, a mandatory pit stop, and always one of the most exciting races of the year. It's the 6th round, but technically the 5th round of the championship after the cancellation of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix as well. 3.337 kilometres is the track, 42 laps the duration. Elevation change here is high, 41.95 metres as well. Top speed at 161.2 miles per hour, 19 turns as well, and action zones all the way around. How about turn 1 at Saint-Devote in 2021 in the dry race as well? Zhou versus Boschung. Boschung trying to go right around the outside and get the cutback. Zhou defending well. Up then at Mirabeau as well, down to the Lowe's hairpin. Lawson versus Sato last year on the opener to the sprint as well on the inside. Sato doing a nice move. And down at La Rascasse in wet conditions in 2021, Lawson versus Piastri. Lawson sending it up the inside with a fantastic ballsy move to make up the position. Well, the rain is blowing in. It is scheduled rain in a couple of hours' time, but right now the track is dry, a 54% humidity. But race control have said the formation lap will start at 9:45. We have a delay as well to proceedings, so that gives us around about 7 minutes of talking points to get into it as well. But humidity, 54%. When we left you half an hour ago, the humidity was at 62%. Ergo, it has dropped dramatically. Track temperature is at 27.9 degrees, air temperature 23.1 as we look down from the helicopter angle to the starting grid. It is as well. Frederick Vesti is on pole position after taking it in qualifying. Victor Martins, the Frenchman, lines up second for ART. Second on the grid sees Theo Portier, the championship leader, third. Jack Doohan lines up fourth on the grid. P5 for Zane Maloney, with Richard Verschoor starting in 6th for VAR Racing as well. 7th on the grid was Jack Crawford, 8th for Johan Jaruvela. 9th on the grid for Oasa, with Isaac Hadjar lining up in 10th position. Emil Cordial is 11th with Kush Maini in 12th position as well. One Manuel Correa lines up 13th on the grid with Enzo Fittipaldi alongside him as well in 14th position. Correa nearly having a good race yesterday, but nearly couldn't take the win. Further down, Clement Novalak is 15th with Oliver Behrman starting in 16th position after a crash in qualifying affecting him. Dennis Hauger is 17th, Roy Nazani is 18th, Ralph Boschung 19th, and Arthur Leclerc crashing at Anthony Noakes in qualifying down into 20th position. Final row of the grid, Brad Benedetto is 21st, Roman Stanak starts in 22nd place. So the safety car still at the front of the field, delayed to proceedings. Alongside me in the commentary box once again is Synthel and Richie. And Synth, F2 feature race time, hopefully going to be the most exciting race we get today, but the weather is incoming.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think the rain should not hit before the end of this race, but we've got the mandatory pit stop, which we can look forward to. So I think we're in for a better race than yesterday with the sprint.
Race control, the formation lap will start at 9:45 local time. That's been confirmed now as well from everybody. They're changing tyres as well, looks like, on the grid, so a little bit weird that we've had this small delay. Morning, Richie. F2 time as well for the feature, 42 laps, 1 hour scheduled ahead of us. What are you most looking forward to ahead of today?
A bit of battling. I think we can see it. We saw a little bit of battling in the sprint race yesterday, and I think there's lots of drivers who want to make themselves at the field. Behrman, I was starting there in 16th, and before we get onto that, from René
The point
Rosen.
in Monaco is the moment of the pit stop, because the pit lane is very narrow, it's short, and every team they're quite compressed with all our materials. On the other hand, this year will be better, I think, because we don't have any more all the pit stop gantry, so that is an help for that. But we have to see, because it will be really challenging, like all the time, especially if we need to pit nearly all the cars together. It will be quite a problem.
Carry on, Richie.
As I was saying, yeah, Behrman, he's one to take risks, and he's starting down in 16th. He's not got much to lose in terms of points because he's already started outside, so we will try and, I think, take a few positions here and there and race control again. Let us know the formation lap starts in 4 minutes, roughly, and that's, is that Stefano Domenicali?
It is, with the boss of F2 and F3. So the two big bosses of the series are on the track. That's quite nice to see.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's been an interesting race.
yeah, I hope so as well. Humidity, though, is dropping and rising, which is worrying me. Let's go down to our pit reporters. Josh T and Naomi down there. Josh, you've been keeping an eye on the weather and the lightning forecast as well. What's the weather saying out there?
Lightning's and thunder's definitely clear. Currently looking at Jack Doohan in the Invicta Fertosi Racing, currently 4th starting and 13th in the championship after Leclerc and the Dams. But the weather's clear. I won't be surprised if we see a little bit of rain just sneak in near the end. But then I also won't be surprised if we don't see any rain at all and it comes in between the F2 race and the Porsche race, which will be live later on.
And Omi, going to you as well. The F2 sprint yesterday was okay, but I think we're all expecting to have a better feature today. And yeah, rain ahead of the Porsche. That's going to be fun for me and you in the commentary box later.
Yes, it's going to be really fun. And it does look like Porsche might be the best race of the weekend, so that will be very good as well. So that's going to be interesting. But I am looking forward to this F2 race. I've currently just lost pictures, and so I'll just quickly rejoin. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and I'm really excited.
Okay, thank you, Omi. We'll hear from you again in a second as he disconnects. Then we guess I need to find out how we can turn off that little bidding noise for me. I know you can do it, so that we can have loads of people joining the box without it disturbing the commentary. Then again, it lets me know, I suppose, that somebody's in the commentary box. So I suppose that helps. As hope you got better pictures back, Omi.
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. We'll be able to see Omi later as well because he'll be in the commentary box for the Porsches as well. So, formation lap starting in 60 seconds time. SHT says, first of all, the little owl says, I'm here for the start, then I've got to go. Going to Craven Cottage to ref again. Quick thing though, hello guys again, this is SHT. What are your predictions for the podium in this F2 race? Synth, I'll throw that question to you and Richie as well. What's your predictions for the podium?
Well, it would be easy to say Vesti Martins per chair, of course, around this circuit, because it's so difficult to overtake. But with the strategy, something else may happen. So I'm gonna put Vesti Martins for sure, because he's Dutch.
Oh, good idea. Hold on. Go on then, Richie. What's your predictions as well?
Right, I'm gonna throw it up, and I'm gonna say the top two DNF, Porsche, Du and Maloney.
Oh, okay. Vesti and Martins out the race. That could be interesting. Formation lap getting
underway. I'm going to go for a lap. Well, maybe not lap one, but there will be needs between the top two, I think, Vesti and Martins.
Go on then, Josh, what's your predictions as we get ready for the formation lap?
Well, the formation lap is underway. This is Monaco. This is chaos. Expect the unexpected, but I'm hoping that Vesti will do well.
Omi?
I'm expecting a chaotic one, so I'll say Zane Maloney.
Sounds good.
Oh.
I will say a race win will go the way of Jack Doohan.
What about second and third?
Second, I think we'll see Iwasa. Third, I think will be Martins.
Iwasa ninth to second?
Yeah, with
that's bold.
Well, safety cars, things like that. I think we could see it. Fingers crossed anyway, so let us know what we think as well. Timing should refresh on the end of the opening lap. You see Vesti on pole position here. Really weird how the graphics sort of bumped in. Already, look, they've only been on the formation lap around about 40 seconds and they're already at the hairpin as well. It's amazingly a short lap time. Let's hear from our top three then and how they line up on the grid.
It's second year for me here, so obviously it helps to know the track, but it is still a lot of pressure doing qualifying around here, especially just with 15 minutes of qualifying. The lap felt good. There's no doubt that I was in the mix if it was top 2, top 3. I was a bit surprised when it was P1 because obviously I expected other people to continuing to improve as well, but obviously the red flag came and at that point I knew I had the pole. So to make this happen and to take my first pole of the year here just means so much to me.
Pole position for Frederick Vesti as well, as he was coming down into the swimming pool chicane at La Piscine. Past safety cars, here's your championship. Iwasa leads on 68 points, Porcheres on 66, Vesti 64, Beerman and Maney 41 apiece, Jarubala 40, Hauger 38, Leclerc and Vachour 34, 33 as well. I can't, just skips away from us there at the end exit as they come through. Okay then, Synth. Cars line up on the grid. Prediction for turn 1. Will we get a safety car? Are we going to be standing here all day?
Yeah.
Not in turn 1, I think. But later on, I do think there's going to be a safety car. I think at the Nova chicane.
The lineup on the grid then in the 2x2. Vesti is on the left-hand side of your screen. On the right-hand side will be Victor Martins as well. Pocher and Doohan behind them. 22 cars. Line up on the grid. Mandatory pit stop, remember, in this race. Some starting on the soft, some starting on the medium. So we'll keep an eye out for the alternate strategy. Roman Stanek lines up in 22nd position with a green flag at the back. It's all eyes to the lights in Monaco with 3, 4, 5 red lights on. It's lights out in Monte Carlo. Good start again. Cuts across straight away for Victor Martins. Pourchaire gets punched into the wall and gets losing out to Doohan, who tries to go around the outside. Martins, though, keeps second position. Vesti leads as we go through Saint-Devon. Hauger's happy to cut the inside line as well. They're 2 by 2 on the run up the hill towards Beau Rivage. Further back, that's for sure. Versing Crawford as well. Didn't work out. On the inside then went Isaac Hadja. He's made up a position for 9th already as we come down into the braking zone into Mirabeau, and it's Vesti leading, Martins, Pourchaire up into 3rd position, Doohan down to 4th as well as the order rejigs itself round the outside. Johan Jaruvela trying to make a battle with Isaac Hadja, and Behrman trying to make up positions as well, trying to pass Clement Navalak and that's Cordeal there too, Synth.
Yeah, I think I saw very shortly a 3 wide moment through Massenet, but it all went okay. Here we go through the Nova chicane. Very clean start, but they were very close for Pourchaire in the opening corners. But there we can still see everybody going single file through that chicane actually. And then this is how we going to end the 3rd lap, I guess, then in this order. Oh, Behrman down the inside.
And round the outside. How was that not contact? It's Cordeal who tried to sling it round the outside. Well, that's nothing from Cordeal. He's a bit of a stupid driver, to be fair, some of the times. But that was almost into the wall. He had to back out of it and was wise to do so. Behrman, Cordeal, Novalak has now got past him as well. Cordeal now behind Hauger as we complete the opening lap. What do you make of it then, Richie? It's a clean lap. And look at Martins right behind Vesti.
It was a great opening lap, and what an overtake from Behrman there. Up the inside at to back, showing how it's meant to be done, and Cordeal dropping a couple of positions, Mooney dropping a position, Leclerc getting through on Boschung as well. And that's all coming out of Anthony Nose, isn't it, at the final corner? So many overtakes happening there on that first lap, but yeah, we had not much action, but there was quite a few overtakes here and there, so drivers still committing to going side by side, which is great to see.
Martins is getting very close, Pourchaire's not letting them go either as well, so this is getting fun for the ART guys as well. Look at Doohan in 4th place, trying to keep the toe and keep the accelerators. They come down now the back straightaway through the tunnel and into the Nouvelle chicane. This Martin's going to have a little lunge. No, he's too far back into the braking zone, unfortunately, but he's so close onto braking. Martins has got the pace here compared to Vesti.
Yeah, he's going to try and get close enough. I think the Nova chicane maybe the best spot to overtake here in these Formula 2 cars or around Mirabeau. And he's going to bouncing over the curb, losing a little bit of time to the middle sector. But he's trying to stay as close as possible. No DRS yet, not that a DRS really matters around this track. But yeah, it would definitely help him a little bit.
Cordeal's got 2 places. Hauger and Fittipaldi have both got past. Now Maney's got past. I think Cordeal has got a problem, and he has. Cordeal is into the pit lane as well. So something going on there, unfortunately, for him. As they go up Beau Rivage for the 3rd time. Let's take a look at the start, Synthel.
Yeah, well, good start from the top 2. Well, actually, Pourchaire got away much better, but he had to take some avoiding action to avoid Martins, who cut off the inside. And then Doohan tried to attack him actually, but didn't manage to. Here you can see him that I think Pourchaire really had to go on his brakes there. Maybe that could be under investigation, but luckily for Pourchaire he didn't lose a position because of that. A little bit of contact in the back there, but everybody making it through turn 1 cleanly. A bit of a lock up there as well for Victor Martins. And there Jaruvela and more cars going side by side to this first corner. No one, not many people actually cutting that first chicane like we saw that first corner like we saw in Formula 3. As we look on board with Hadjar, who is who started 10th. Yeah, getting past Jaruvela, trying to go side by side up the hill. It's always close when you go up there, and well, good start from him as well.
What do you make of it then, Richie?
Great start, most cleanly. I still think the Martins and Pourchaire one, that's an interesting one. Because it seemed like Pourchaire really had to brake. But I think it'll be fine. I think it's a general lap on racing.
This is Behrman getting tagged by Novalak on the opening lap at the top of this Casino Square. And then Leclerc.
Yeah, and that's Leclerc.
Well, he's up to 18th for starting 20th. So
oh, with Boschung around the outs. No, change up the inside. That's a very nice move there.
That's lovely for
Leclerc. Full lock into the hairpin and
nicely done.
One position further up the field, and That is
Cordeal.
Cordeal.
Race control.
Car issue.
Oh, Hauger has been noted for leaving the track and
Oh.
gaining an advantage at turn 10. So,
Turn-
yeah. That
The
is
Novo
down-
chicane.
Novo chicane, yeah.
Oh.
Fastest lap goes to Vesti, 1:24, 1:36 as they swing through. He's got a second now, nearly, well, 8/10 of a second to Victor Martins as well, but they've pulled out to Pourchaire, over a second between them two now at the front. As the rest of the field battle together, now we get into the sort of slipstream battles that we saw yesterday where we just can't do anything. And so earlier on in Formula 3 as well, but it's Monaco and it's Formula 2. We always see a
So
red
if-
flag, so we'll just wait.
I'm very surprised how spread the field is. So it's 6/10 to Vesti from Martins, and he got 1.3 to Pourchaire. Then it's about a second to Doom, 1.3 to Maloney, 2.4 to Vishal, 1.7 to Crawford, 1.3 to Iwasa. Looking at the timing board, so the grid's really spread it out over these first few laps, which isn't a good thing at all, because it means battling is going to be very scarce.
Yeah.
I think the only battle realistically at the moment is possibly, Daruva. You've got Iwasa and Hajar and Iwasa, and Correa and Daruvula.
It's the only
and
one.
Vesti takes fast up again.
Really difficult situation going on right now at the track. Surprised we're not seeing any other dramas and battles as Iwasa in 8th position. Being closed in by Isaac Hadjar. But I'm still thinking as well that we're now sort of into the waiting period. I wish I had not just the GT Omega chair, but I wish I just had the stool in here so I could just perch, because standing for the next 53 minutes is going to be agony with nothing going on to jump around about, because there really isn't anything going on at the moment as they come
Well,
through.
this is the waiting period, like you said. I think we'll get one in Formula 1 as well, but we know that the strategies, the mandatory pit stop will probably cause some battles, because maybe especially the alternative strategies, maybe some going for the softer compound later on in the race and having to try and overtake, which is I think not the favorite strategy, but we may see some, and that would definitely cause some battles, which would be very interesting. But yeah, for now it's just waiting a little bit until the first pit stops, and I think we'll likely see the same around with Formula 1, if it stays dry at least.
It's involving
Hauger
Hauger.
noted for the second time.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry, Josh.
No, exactly what I need you to do. Vesti fast out 1:23.284 as they swing back in. As they swing it. So Hauger then could be 2 penalties coming his way if they chose an investigation route. Vesti leads by 1.1 second after 6 laps of the Monaco F2 feature race. Great shots of the helicopter there for the first time here in Monaco. We've got a helicopter angle. Usually when you see the helicopter shots in the pre-opening segments of the show, they're pre-recorded from days before. And, there's a camera really long way away. But now we've got the helicopter in. We've got drone shots as well. So everything looking absolutely fantastic. In fact, the image that you see now with the lows, usually they just turn that camera around to give you a big shot of the ocean view. As we swing into Portier, Bayman's closing in on Correa over 11th position, but it's Daruvula in 10th with the last points paying position as things stand. As Bayman desperately tries to get back in the points to rectify from his qualifying mistake. And I really think since that, after such a great race in Baku, doing the double, it's hurt him here, his title chances.
Yeah, definitely. He had the best possible weekend, of course, in Azerbaijan. But here, he's struggling a little bit more with that qualifying. And after that, it's Monaco. It's going to be very difficult to try and recover from that bad qualifying position. But he's trying his best. He's up into 12th now. And with the strategy, it's not over yet, because if it was a sprint race, you could say that it could be very difficult for him to get points, but you never know with the feature race in Formula 2.
Turn 1, that one is involving Benedives, has been noted for leaving the track and getting an advantage. So one
The
car.
shameful.
Yeah, go on.
So the shameful part is there's only about 7 people who have got DRS on the whole grid. Not even half the grid have got DRS, which is a big shame, because it means there's even less chance of a possible battle.
It's really annoying.
The top 8, they're all literally half of them are separated by over 2 seconds apart, which is a shame, because Hajar's going to have to try and close on Iwasa, but he's going to struggle to get something done. He's sitting 8/10 back. Realistically, you gain maybe a 10th, if that, under DRS. So Hajar's really got to put some mega pace on to at least get within 4 or 5 tenths of Iwasa.
SHT saying Druvela lost 2 places. Arthur Clay also jumping Boschung, but Hauger having an absolute nightmare of a weekend. Yeah. Oh, this is just getting. We may as well just sort of go back to bed at this rate. Sun's actually coming out now. Oh, Novalak pits. Novalak dives in from 13th place.
That's early.
Yeah, it's very early. 8 of 42.
You don't want to be undercut around this circuit.
Yeah, you'll lose out. So.
Benavides getting on Boschung.
Boschung
How
in.
slow Boschung is.
Boschung's in the pits too. Boschung's decided to box. Yeah, he's just come in. So Boschung pits as we get our first stopper. Now, what tyres was he on? Ultra Softs. He started the race on Ultra Soft and now goes to soft tyres. That's a brave.
Slow on the front left.
Yeah.
Are they possible to get to the end?
I guess so.
Just
Surely.
about, yeah. But I would much rather have gone to mediums, but they started on the Ultra Softs.
Yeah, so Boschung stuck on the Ultra Soft, has lost a position, and is out to pit. So Boschung's in a really bad situation now, isn't he?
Yeah. Pirelli, by the way, have 4 tyre compounds in Formula 2. The white hard, the yellow medium, the red soft, and the... and then we get the purple, which is still referred to as the ultra soft tyre as well. We skip super soft and go straight to ultra.
I would have thought it would have been medium tyres for Boschung and...
yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
An odd strategy.
But they've gone on to softs. Now the ultra soft tyres still coming in. Yeah, the super soft sort of got phased out. That's now ultra soft tyres. Yeah. Where's Leclerc? Down to 17th.
He's dropped down 2 positions.
Yeah, now
and lost a lot of time.
So where's he made that mistake on the graphic? Yeah, down to 19th.
Losing more time.
Yeah, so Leclerc's in trouble. Where is he? And Arthur Leclerc's in the pit lane. Artist, he's dived into the pit lane, so whether or not this is tyres or something. No, there he is. Let's see here on the radio. Yeah.
Okay. Try to put brake gas forward to wake up the rear. No. I lost the brakes completely.
Brakes gone?
Oh.
Well...
And Leclerc curse has returned.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's affecting Arthur this weekend and not Charles, but then again, Charles did get the penalty yesterday, so the Leclerc brothers are having an absolutely horrible home race, as per usual, here in Monaco. And Arthur Leclerc looks so much like Charles with his helmet there as well. You can tell they're brothers. Eyes out of the race with brake failure. Let's take a look at why. I presume down at Nouvelle, yeah, straight on, isn't it? Going to hit the brakes, nothing's going to be there.
Just couldn't brake, could he?
No, straight on.
Be careful to the back then, hasn't he then? So that's, I think, why he let those 2 cars through.
Yeah, just lifted and
So he could take that very cautiously, and is that Druvela, or is it for sure?
That is Druvela.
On the back of Hajar. So they've got DRS together now. And Awas has broken, well, he's broken over a 1 second, he's broken over a 2 second gap to Hajar now. So Awasat putting a bit more pace on. Now Druvela going to be looking to put some pressure onto Hajar, and also Correa leading the train with Behrman, Hauger, and Fittipaldi.
And Roy
so we could try and see Behrman
try
and make a move, and there we are, onto soft tyres as well for Roy Nissany.
As he boxes away from Ultra Soft, and away he goes. He was running 16th at the moment. He's going to drop out into 18th at best. As Arthur Leclerc retires in the race, joins Cordial. So we're down to 20 runners after the opening 10 laps of the F2 feature race here in Monte Carlo. Vesti leads by 2 seconds.
I was saying, Nissany comes out way ahead of Novalak. Nearly 10 seconds.
Look at the battle with Correa, Behrman, Hauger, Fittipaldi, Maney. All together.
Yeah, and it's because Correa is the slowest one of the pack, so Behrman won't be surprised if you see him send a lunge somewhere. I think, but if it's any type of driver to send it, it will be Behrman. He's got that Alonso instinct in him, hasn't he? The Alonso Verstappen instinct to just go for it, be aggressive. Look, he's gaining 3/10, so possibly into turn 1 or even into towards Raskas if he's close enough into Pacine.
I suppose since as well.
Which this time, obviously.
Yeah. I suppose, I suppose with Behrman trying to get through. Oh, never mind, he's been released because Correa's into the pit lane, and so is Druvela pits too. So they're both in. Stewards have said no further action against Hauger, but that puts Behrman 10th since. So into the points. Now he's going to run long, but everyone who's starting the ultras coming in for softs now.
Yeah, I think Behrman was also on the ultras as well, so he's gonna pit possibly the next lap to try and prevent this undercut from Drugla happening. But yeah, he's getting close from Korea happening, but yeah, he's gonna be close with. It's gonna be very close when he exits the pit lane, so yeah, he may get some points here, and that would be great news for Behrman, of course.
I'm very surprised if he can actually get these tyres to make the end. I think we're going to see a lot of people crawling at the end of lap 40, 41, 42. As they swing back. Now, joining the leaders, that's Behrman in 10th with Hauger.
Behrman's
Fittipaldi, yeah.
gained a second on Hajar, so this is going to work for Behrman. He's going to want to go 1 or 2 laps extra just to make sure he can get ahead of Correa after the pit stop.
SSG, thanks for the tag. Sorry, says, will Leclerc curse? It's just unstoppable. The tradition in Monaco. What will happen to Charles later is a mystery. Yeah, I wonder. Into the pit lane, Crawford. Fittipaldi in 2, and Brad Benedivez. So, Ultras change over as well for Crawford. Race control. Oh, they've got the tyres on. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and away. Pit lanes involving Novalak and Nazani has been noted failing to follow race director's instructions and a pit stop infringement. Now, since that's usually a penalty, isn't it, of a drive-through?
Yeah, I wonder what it was, what the reason for that penalty is. Here we can see Benavides into the pits as well, going to the softer tires. I wonder if there's anyone on the softs actually going for the alternative strategy.
Was Vesti on him? I can't remember if I saw Vesti starting softs or not. It would explain why he's 2.5 seconds ahead. As they come out. That's going through.
This is Benavides, isn't it? Masane and Novalak.
So Nazani's gone through, and Novalak side by side, up the hill, and through. Just goes the 21 Clement Novalak.
All I'm going to say is in Monaco, the last 2 drivers I want side by side are Novalak and Benavides.
Yeah, that's not great, is it? It's sort of blink.
It's not a great combination at all.
Yeah. Or Cordio and Nizani.
Oh, that's the
Fair,
pits.
yes.
Agile pits. Will be investigated after the race now, Novalak and Nazani, for failing to slow pit lane instructions. Okay, Hadjar pits as well as Owasa. Josh and Omi, if I can get you to try and find out what rules they've broken as well, that'd be very helpful.
Already on it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Pit stops then, coming in. Ultra's changed over to softs.
Did they maybe pit too early? There's a pit window, right? You can't...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's the thing.
How long was Awasa's stop?
It wasn't that long.
Awasa was really stopped for long. If he's been caught up by Hadjar, pitted 5 seconds later.
That's Crawford ahead of both, I think.
Yeah, it is. Crawford to 11. Awasa's had a really poor stop there. Crawford came into the pit lane 5 seconds later. He's doing.
In 11th, they have completed most options are starting to box. Most of them with not a great pace, and Neo Primes are still not quick.
This is gonna get close with Ruvula because he's got much quicker tires, of course, now.
No, new primaries he wants. Go on, Reggie. Oh, hang on, here's Vesti. What's
well,
that?
thanks for that one.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah, we were gonna see.
Vesti's on the softs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is indeed. That's
So,
interesting.
He is on the alternative.
Degradation, but nothing too harmful just yet. But the fact they got
Has Ruvula gone past?
But the fact Vesti's tyres are dead after well, not dead, but they're getting a bit of degradation after 14 laps. These drivers who are pitting on lap 10, are they really going to make 32 laps on those tyres?
No, they're really not, are they? There's Druvela trying to get past Hadjar for 13th position as well. Yeah, Awasa's had a really poor stop, by the way. I just took a look at this pit stop time. He was 5 seconds caught up. So what on earth happened to Owasa? I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye. Well, I hope we get a replay. As they swing into the La Piscine chicane and up towards Raskas. Hadjar defending well for Druvela. Now we've got a bit of an interesting race coming on because there's the alternate strategy coming into play.
Okay.
Go on, Josh.
So, a couple of things it could be. Not permitted to do burnouts or clutch spike point checks in the paddock, support paddock, garage areas and in the pit lane at any time. And any driver released from the pit stop position must move to the fast lane as quickly as possible. And they must not drive side by side with another car, so I don't think it's that. And drivers must not drive through other teams' pit bay after being released from the pit stop position. It could be that.
Could be that one, yeah.
Or it could be no wheel nuts should be left on the ground at all times.
But what's the chance to happen to both of them?
I bet it's wheel
Maybe
nuts.
maybe it's between both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. But that's not an infringement in that case, I think. It's really confusing.
Behrman pits.
It's an odd one.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Behrman's pit. It's where Behrman... Will Behrman come out ahead of Correa?
That's the question, yeah. Where is Correa? Let's hear from Vishor.
About to overcut below me, so stay close.
Oh, Behrman's...
Behrman took ages with those
that-
tyres.
Was that delayed?
I don't think it was too bad of a pit stop.
Where's Crawford? Where's
But
Crawford? There's Crawford coming through.
Behrman. Come on.
Crawford's past him. There is Awasa. Hadjar's going through too. Timings really can't keep up. Has Awasa and
gonna
Hadjar
be-
gone through? No. Awasa around the outside turn one. Behrman's going to come out, but he's not up to tire temperature yet. Blocks off. Awasa going to try and go around the outside of Beaurivage. That's so close. Behrman just stays ahead, and the nature of Monaco means he actually keeps the position. So Behrman gets out ahead of Awasa and Hadjar, but loses out to Crawford.
These
but
first
Awasa's-
corners are kind of important.
Oh, Awasa's going to dive bomb
Inside.
him. Awasa going on the inside of Mirabeau. Behrman's going to have to go very, very deep indeed. And through goes Awasa. And now here comes Hadjar, trying to find a way through. Jeruvala's there as well. So's Correa. Behrman's tyres not up to temperature. Really going to be affected as they come in towards Mirabeau. Sorry, coming out towards the Nouvelle Chicane out of the tunnel.
Mirabeau. Well,
Yeah.
this should still be P10 for Behrman because of Stanek and Marnie still having to be Anghauger. So possible P9 for Behrman, which would have worked out heavily.
I think his tyres are up to temperature now as well.
Considering he started 16th.
Yeah. Tyres definitely
Right.
up to temperature now. Well, this is getting entertaining. Nice little race, this. By the way, do you remember when I said this morning humidity was at, what was it, 63%?
62.
And then at the start of this broadcast, it was 53. Humidity is now 42%.
Was it so low? Is that rain?
I think if
Yeah,
it
but
gets
it's
lower,
still,
yeah.
it still says it's going to go later and later. It's now around the end of the race, so
That'll be
we
fine.
might not. It might just. Well, it would be perfect for this season because we've had it every time so far.
Yeah.
That the rain is just coming right after the end of the race.
Personally, I'd like a little bit of rain at the end, but not to red flag the race and make us wait for the ending, because we've got IndyCar to get to. I'd like a nice,
No,
easy
Behrman.
day.
Behrman's now going to catch up onto the back of Awasa because he's 1.8 down. Hadjar's right behind. Not going to be close enough to make a move just yet, but he will be getting closer and closer. Deruvala and Correa also involved in this battle. And Fittipaldi, we haven't spoke much about him at all this weekend, have we?
No, we haven't.
He's not been doing anything bad, not anything necessarily good either. He's just been there, running a race.
Oh, just so you know, by the way, I'm not dressed for Indy yet. I've got a nice shirt on, but I will be wearing suit and tie for the Indy 500 coverage. Megan is wearing a wonderful outfit which has got a black t-shirt saying "One More Chance" and a wonderful sort of cream blazer to go over as well. I don't know what Josh was wearing suit and tie last year, and I felt really bad for him because we couldn't get changed in time because of the red flag at Monaco. So this year we've got all our clothes pre-prepared and we can get changed quickly. Megan's got more time because she's not in the pre-show, so Megan can get changed and then join us in the box of the race. But I don't know what Jess is wearing today. She's following the... I don't know even what... Josh, are you wearing any suit and tie? Are you going to go for it?
Maybe.
Lovely, lovely.
You'll have to see.
I can't wait. Well, we're going to look so posh because it's the 500. You've got to dress for it. It's like I was on radio coverage for the Daytona 500 last year, and I wore suit and tie, and it was radio. It was the only place you saw me was Grid Network. But you've got to throw in the bit of pizzazz and make it good. So I'm very much looking forward to the broadcast later. As that is the 21. That is Clement Novalak around the outside of Roy Nizani. Nizani, wheel to wheel, coming through the chicane. And that was spectacular. As Nizani's going to fight back. I want to see how that ended.
I think he had to give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had given it back as well.
Went off track and took the position.
Yeah, Nizani's ahead of Novalak. There we go. Oh, what a nice little battle between those two. But yeah, I agree with you. Last year, I want to see side by side is them. Vesti's now 4 seconds clear of Victor Martins. but he's on soft tyres, so the longer stint seems to be working. He's taking those 18 laps, and he's catching Bosch on.
I'm interested to see what tyres the top 6 are on.
Yeah, I think they must be on softs. Has to be softs. They can't take the ultras this long.
Yeah, surely not.
Boschon gets out of the way. That's going to hurt. Boschon was race
got an
winner.
issue, or is he just
No, he's just out of the way.
lapped?
Boschon, of course, was once the championship leader. How quickly it turns, unfortunately. As we swing back.
Yep.
Bestie leads.
And at the moment, there's 3 drivers in DRS on the whole grid. 3, which is Hajar, Correa, who's barely in it, and Benavides.
Right at the back of the field,
So
yeah.
it seems at the moment the only real fights we're getting is strategy. There's no actual battles on track, or we're not even close to any battles, because everything just breaks up after 2 or 3 laps after the pit stops.
Where's that safety car?
Just on the margin of DRS, like literally 1,000th in DRS.
Blimey. Let's go. Oh, hang on, that's an engine failure. Oh, well, okay. I said about safety car. Enzo Fittipaldi smokes and goes down JFK Boulevard in a huge puff of smoke. And out goes Fittipaldi. Weird to see an engine failure that big in Formula 2, but he has properly gone, and there's oil in the braking zone. Yellow flags are out. That might be a safety car, and it's a virtual safety car deployed. Not surprised. It's a big part of the track they need to clean it, make sure it's okay. But, yeah, that took a while for that to come up on the TV pictures as well.
I would not want to be where those marshals are right now. If there's oil and someone
Double yellow.
can't, yeah.
Double yellow, so the speed
Safety car
limits.
is surely.
Yeah, so the speed limit comes into effect now. Drivers must increase speed by 30% no overtaking, but in a double yellow flag zone, they go down to a very set speed limit as well. So it should be safe enough.
I don't think
down
this
there.
third set is going to take long, because it already looked like they nearly cleared the Fittipaldi's car. So maybe we have to check for oil.
Yeah, for me, it depends what's on the track, and this is Fittipaldi's replay now, and you can see in the tunnel, smoke pluming at the back, the car on fire coming through there, and obviously now we'll just, luckily, be able to take it down to the escape road, so no parking on track, luckily. You can see, that is a lot of smoke coming at the back of that car.
I'm just thinking oil. Is there anything
That's
down?
the issue, and down into that braking zone, you do not want oil.
No, you don't. Huge part of the track to have oil at. VSC is out. So now we'll see Victor Martin's watch. He's going to go through the double yellow zone, and it'll be a set speed limit that comes up on the dashboard that he has to maintain. I'd love to see if we go on board, actually, because watch, here comes Martins, double yellow, and now he slows down very dramatically as well. Standard procedure now to hit the times. Now everything looks okay. Fittipaldi's going to get out of the
Fittipaldi's, his car's gone. He's now going to be heading back to pit lane. And this is on board with Martins coming through into the swim pool. Penalty.
Dennis
for
Hauger. Yeah, cutting the corner,
What was
I
that
bet.
for?
Bet it's cutting the corner. Or is it pit lane? 5-second time penalty for leaving the track and
yeah.
getting advantage, yeah.
Didn't he already say? Oh, this was the second incident, of course.
Second
because he
one
had
of the...
yeah.
So why isn't Vesti pitted?
What do blue flags mean,
It's too early, I think.
Josh?
Blue flag, you could get out of the way.
No, because blue flag coming up on the timing board for me.
Where?
No, it's green.
VSC's
He
ended.
went blue. He went. Yeah. Oh, is that what the blue means?
No, blue usually means let the
Because
driver
you know,
through.
on the thing on the official Formula 2 timings, you got the flag at the top left.
Yeah. Went blue.
Mine went blue.
That's really bizarre. Don't know why it went blue there. Does
We're
yellow
back
and
underway.
does yellow and green make blue?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yellow and blue make green.
Yellow and blue make green.
Yes.
Yeah. So it must have tricked itself. A yellow and a green came out and
Could've.
it thought it was blue.
Well, big shame for Fittipaldi. So one of the Red Bulls out of the session. Let's hope it doesn't happen in the actual race.
Cordial is back in the race.
What?
Cordial, who is 19 laps down, is back in the race. He's left the pit lane. According to my driver tracker,
Oh.
he's left the
Just
pit
a
lane.
bit of drop.
Bit of
If that's
testing.
the case, it's just a bit of track time, yeah.
Yeah, silly. silly. You don't put an extra car out in Monaco if you don't have to. Look, there he is. Look,
Oh,
immediately in the way.
Yep. So he's all held up Behrman and Iwasa.
Okay. Suppose we'll just
So
take that one.
Maloney bumped with a short for 5th.
Through to back. Camera's breaking up a little bit, but Maloney holding him off. So we are halfway there in the
Bon Jovi said.
F2 Monaco Grand Prix. Yep. If Bon Jovi doesn't play at Jake Bon Jovi and Millie Bobby Brown's wedding, I'll be very disappointed.
I think at the moment, look, Charles Claire's living on a prayer.
Yellow, sector 2. So what's happened? Who stopped?
Is it Cordeal?
Could be, you know. Where is it? Timing pictures. Oh, there goes engine failure. Someone's up in turn 1, but
Who?
someone locked up. And we've got a safety car. Safety
What's going
car.
on? Come
There,
on.
big one.
Oh,
Huge
crash.
accident. And is that
Martin?
Martin's?
No, it's
Let's
not.
do it.
Doohan.
It's Doohan.
And we've got a fire as well, and this might be a red flag because
Oh,
of where it
no.
is on the top of the hill. It's blind into Massenet.
Oh, they've
Well
got-
done from Doohan to jump over that barrier like a sprinter. Jack Doohan has crashed at the top of Massenet. The safety car is out. It's on fire now.
Oh, that's big.
Huge.
Who's that?
That's Doohan. That's his car. It's just the smoke blowing over.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
But
So
that's...
Frederick Vesti pits.
What's happened there?
Doohan hitting the barrier.
Yes.
Well,
and
it's going to be a
Martin's
red
in.
flag. Why did they pit?
I don't know, because they might lose track position to Theo Portier, because that car's
That's gotta
right
be
in the
red
centre.
flag.
It's got to be red
Sure.
flag.
It may. Well, they've got a crane over there, so maybe they won't need. It's the best marshal in the world, of course. Maybe
Yeah, but they
They
It's
can't
will
the,
all
it's the
need
oil
one.
on that line, the fastest part of the track. You've got to clear that up.
the
And,
marshals go on track.
yeah, the whole track is blocked.
Might.
Oh, hang on.
There's a bit of room.
There was a nut in the pit lane. A nut got left in the pit
Double
lane.
stack.
Oh, and that's Portier in too, and Martin's blocked him, and there's a wheel nut in the middle of the pit lane as well. That's not allowed. Oh, they've dropped the car! They've dropped the car on Portier! The front jack has failed, and Portier has gone. They've had to lift it up via the suspension. The jack failed, and they went straight down on the brake ducts. Well, this is unbelievable.
Everything's going on at the moment in F2.
This is unbelievable stuff. And who's that in the pit lane? We've got Maloney, Rashaw, Hauger, Maney in 2. Well, I'm surprised, actually. They haven't stopped the race.
That's something. Maybe they will bring out a red flag. I'm not sure.
Wait, Bessie is still in the lead. Now,
That's
so
what Sanek's hoping for, isn't it? Because he hasn't pitted, has he? Or
Hauger
has he
serving
pitted
his
now?
penalty. There we go.
So it's helped Hager out a little bit now. He'll come out in 6th.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait, that has really helped Hager and Moiney and Stanek.
Yep.
The Seiska really helping the alternative strategy out here.
And my pick a winner's gone. Now we're doing. That's a doing winner. He's binned it at the top of the hill. Now, I want to see the top of the hill. Oh, they're going to have to
Oh
red
my
flag
goodness.
this.
That's got to be red flag for sure.
Yeah, we've got
The
fire.
cars.
The car's on fire. We've got extinguent and oil everywhere.
Shouldn't they wait?
Yeah, this is red flag.
the
Shouldn't they
Marshall.
wait until everyone's backed up to the safety car?
Because the Marshall. Oh, here we go. Replay. Coming
Oh,
right into.
backwards into the wall, and the
Keep
and the
losing it.
barrier's damaged as well. So this will be red flag without a restart, I think.
I think they might be fine now.
No, there's oil on the track. We saw it leaking. There's loads of extinguent, and the barrier's damaged. So we're looking.
Was there a failure? Because that's a really weird place to crash.
Let's take a listen. This isn't doing, is it? This is on board with Maloney.
This is Maloney.
So
You can see him behind him.
Oh, dude, Maloney hit the wall.
Oh no.
Oh man, I nearly hit him. I think I might have a bit of damage.
Yeah, Maloney hit the wall. Maloney hit the wall on the entry trying to adjust him. Look at that. Whoa. Well done, Zane Maloney. The save
That's
of his career.
precision.
That was really close. And look at that fire. That's what we didn't see. Huge.
So, did the car have an issue?
I think he's
I
punctured the
think that's
fuel
after
tank.
the crash.
Yeah. And they've.
Could be, yeah, I
oh.
suppose the way he's hit the wall, yeah.
Well, we know this will be a... Look, this is Portier's incident now again, as we wait for the red flags to come out. Right now it's a safety car. Look, the jack fails.
The jack broke.
Oh, and
He broke, yeah.
Yeah, they've smashed the wing as well. So, right now it's a safety car, but with the amount of fluid on the track, and look at that. They're going to need to clean that up as well.
Oh
How
wow.
many-
Yeah.
This
That's
will be,
gonna be a red
this will,
flag.
and the barrier too. This will be a red flag situation, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I think the barrier's not damaged too much, but there's a lot
Red
of
flag,
oil
red
on
flag,
the
red
apex.
flag. It's been
Yeah,
called
there
out.
it is.
And the red
There we
flag
go.
is out, and the Formula 2 feature race at Monaco is stopped. I said we always get a red flag at Monaco. We just have to wait until it comes, and it's come now on lap 23. Race control, safety car incident involving multiple cars noted, failing to slow in double yellow zone. Yep, that is the procedure. But on lap 24 of 42, the red flag has come out, and we are past halfway, so half points can be allocated. The clock has stopped with 25 minutes and 4 seconds to go, so we might get this one going again, but let's see.
There's debris everywhere. Everywhere there's debris. It's dangerous. The debris is dangerous.
Yeah, Portier saying there's debris. There was. It's a difficult part of the track, so, and there's all this oil and fire extinguent and everything on the track that needs to be mopped up, cleaned as well. There's a barrier that needs to be checked to make sure it's okay. It looks okay, but that's a huge accident. And top of the hill into Massenet too. The red flag was the right call. Crawford's entered the pit lane onto the red flag before everybody else. So is Awasa. So they've met the pit lane first. So the top 8 have got to navigate their way through the pit lane. And the barrier is damaged. Yeah, the barrier is damaged, so that's going to be repaired
No,
too.
that's just that's
Now look at the bottom bit as well.
just
Barrier's definitely damaged.
The question is, now do we see people pitting onto new tyres?
Yeah.
That have already pitted. Bearman, Hajar, so
If they've
on
got
and so
one
on.
left, do it. Yeah, they've got one
It's
left.
Stanek, Mayan and Hoga. This has worked out amazingly.
Vesti as well.
Yeah.
And Vest. No, I think the top 5 would have stayed. Well, top 4 would have stayed the same. Anyway,
So we knew.
they don't do
Yeah, go on.
standing restarts in Formula 2, do they?
This is our first red flag of the year, so I'm not actually sure if they've got a new procedure or not.
and the safety
Yeah.
car.
Hang on, let me take a look at the race director's notes, because that'll tell me. Let's say from Maloney.
I'm not sure if this makes any sense, but are we able to put another set of softs on to go to the end since we've used this tire already?
Yeah, we just discussed it, Matt. We discussed it.
Yeah, look, even they're saying, can we put softs on? Can we change tyres? Can we do anything to give us a better run? But right now, as things stand, the red flag is out and the race is suspended. As we wait.
Josh?
Yeah, go on.
I looked at Damon Hill's Twitter. Did you know the last time we had an on-track pass to lead at Monaco in F1 was 1996 on Damon Hill and Lacey? Everything else was pit stops.
I
The
thought-
last time we had a pass to lead was 1996.
Is that true?
Yeah,
yeah.
because Damon Hill just posted on Twitter, and he said it's sad, but apparently true.
In case of a race suspension, cars will be stopped in the fast lane of the pits. The first car must stop at the end of the last garage rather than go into the exit pit lights.
Is that all we've got? Nothing on standing restart?
Yes.
I'm trying to see if I can find anything about it.
I'm looking.
Last year they just did standing, they did rolling start. I guess they'll do the same here, but I think it's Monaco. We want another standing start. That would
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah, it would.
I'm trying to have a look to see anything on restarts, but the iPad's
Nothing
being a
about
bit
it,
slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stanek and Hoga, 14 place in 11.
I guess we got the same race directors here than as last year. I think they still have got the choice of choosing for a standing start or a rolling restart, but last year they always chose for the rolling start. I wouldn't be surprised if they would do the same.
Here we go. Resuming a race. The delay will be kept as short as possible, and as soon as competition time is known, competitors will be informed via the visual messaging system as well. Behind the race will be resumed behind the safety car when the green lights are illuminated and leaves the pit lane. Drivers must follow the safety car no more than 10 car lengths apart. The safety car will enter the pits after one lap as well, and the race will be restarted with a rolling start. So we are not going to have a standing start, we are going to have a rolling start procedure. So yeah,
Vesti will lead the championship,
if
9 points ahead of the share.
if that's the red flag,
Wassa,
we're just waiting to
look
see.
at Wassa
Yeah.
and look how far behind he is in the championship.
Well, this is full points, of course.
Yeah, that's full points. We
So
might
if
get
it's
half.
now a red flag, if we end now, this is not the.
The race won't end there. There's still 24 laps to go.
Yeah, I think we will still get a restart.
It'll easily be a restart. If it was like lap 40, but yeah, they wouldn't
next race
cancel the race
is-
halfway through. There'd
yeah.
be no point.
The next race has
At all.
got. The next race is what? 1 hour and a half.
They just
90
delay it.
minutes. Yeah, they've got 90 minutes into the
Yeah.
next race, so they've got time to do 25 minutes of racing.
And if needs be, they'll delay Porsche Super Cup because it won't collide with F1. If needs be, they'll delay F1.
They would never
Yeah,
delay.
I,
F1.
I thought this
no.
is why they've got such a big gap between the sports series and the Formula 1 race.
Yeah.
They won't delay F1.
F1 never
No,
gets
they
delayed.
don't have to because
Yeah,
it's 2.5 hours
yeah.
between the Porsche Super Cup.
Yeah, F1 never gets
After I
delayed.
mean, like at all. After I mean, like at extreme circumstances,
Nope,
but it won't
never.
happen. They'll easily finish it.
Never. F1 never gets delayed. F1 is always on time because of the TV contracts around the world. But F2 F2 will just get cancelled. And
Yeah,
the
but what
Porsche
about
will
stuff
cancel.
like Belgium and Japan?
We started on time. The only time that the race for Formula 1 got delayed was Singapore last year, where we delayed the start procedure. So everything was delayed because of the rain, because we couldn't even get to the grid. So that was it. But in case of if it's a red flag in a junior series, that junior series will just get cancelled. F1 is the main priority. Look, that barrier needs repairing. Look at it. It's properly damaged. It's bent inwards. So that Armco needs.
But
They can't go racing.
of course, first of all, thank you to the marshals doing a superb job, and also gladly Doohan and the marshals are all okay.
Yeah.
Because that was quite a hefty crash. That was, to be fair.
We're seeing a replay of it
Replay
again.
Close it was.
Oh, he's got wing damage already.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got. Doohan's got damage to the wing already, so he's hit the wall somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe it's Sander Vogt.
Yeah.
And also, we could have maybe he's knackered up the suspension as well.
Yeah.
Hence why the car
yeah.
just swung round.
Oh, that's safe.
Oof, Maloney. Absolute precision there, and you can see all the marshals running quickly. Here we go. This is Maloney. No, it's not. It's a Wassa. And that is one of the worst camera angles ever because you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows the front of the car.
But what's this?
This this Bearman?
This is
Bearman, isn't it?
Bearman under the under the safety car, with
Ooh.
going past the fire. Wow.
It's a giant fire.
And
You
they
see
all run
nothing
over
but
debris.
Was
green.
that not red flagged earlier?
That's right. It should have been an instant red flag when that. As soon as that fire came out and the car was blocking the track, that should have been an instant red flag.
I don't know why it wasn't. That's a really bizarre.
It comes to something when we're on this watch along calling out the red flags
Yeah.
before the race director.
We
Like-
knew instantly it was red flag. The fire then that erupted. Look, yeah, Doohan's got no front wing coming out of Anthony Noakes. So why
So
did
where's
he
So
go
it's
through?
fail.
Yeah. So that's
Where's it done that
that's Anthony Noakes. That's the last corner, and he's got no front wing already. And now they're repairing the Tech Pro barrier. Let's see how long
But
this
still,
is
the
going to take.
track looks very greasy, doesn't it? Even
Yeah.
with the
That's worrying me a little bit.
20 minutes, 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah, and if there's rain coming as well, that's going to seep back up as well. So that top of the hill could come very dangerous later on if it rains.
Is it bad that I thought it was Martins who crashed?
No, I thought it was
They
Martins.
look
Yeah.
the same. They
Yeah.
both got the Alpine livery, of course. The only difference is the black and the yellow
Well, the only reason I
camera on
thought
top.
Yeah.
the only reason I thought he crashed was it's like the curse is back again because he crashed in Jeddah, didn't he?
He did,
when he was
yeah.
sitting second. And that's is that Pietro Fittipaldi?
Yeah, with his brother Enzo.
I'm sure we'll get
Oh.
a warning as to when the
Pietro looks
But the
like
rain
he's
isn't supposed to arrive until around like 4 p.m. local time, which is after the start of the Formula 1 race, which from the latest report.
Ah, here it is.
Ah, here we are.
Exit the swimming pool section. He loses the rear and touches the wall.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
It's suspension, isn't it?
Yeah, he's hit
Maybe
the wall.
puncture as well.
He's hit He's hit the wall. In the swimming pool section, he's broken the suspension, he's broken the front wing, and he's still continued.
But maybe he didn't think there was much of an. Maybe he didn't think that was much of an issue.
So
If
is
it's,
it like
see, if it's light suspension damage in a corner like Rascat,
That wasn't light.
You know, it doesn't make a difference.
That wasn't like that
If
was a
it's in-
proper that broke. That was a proper hard hit. He would have felt that.
just like Norris's crash in qualifying?
Yeah, you know it's there.
Yeah, he had a big impact, and it was clear his front lap was broken, and he just continued to push into the back.
Yeah.
Crashed again.
Oh, I don't like it when they do that.
Do you know? I don't know why, but he's always reminded me of Jamie Oliver.
It's the face, yeah, and the hair, yeah. I don't know.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I get you. I turned glad I had breakfast in between Formula 3 and Formula 2. I had 25 minutes. I thought, oh, I love my
And
breakfast.
Maloney doesn't seem too happy.
No, he doesn't, does he?
We'll see.
Well, where is he? He's in 4th. He should be
And
happy.
Hajar, of course, angry as normal.
Isaac Hadjar has got a permanent angry face with his eyebrows.
When,
Oh,
when do we
he's a bit
see a
chill
happy
there.
Hajar?
Never. He's a bit chill there, to be fair. But his eyebrows are always like permanently on attack mode.
But even when he's happy, he
Yeah.
sounds angry. When
Yeah.
he's like, yes, he sounds angry.
Look, he does.
But he does always look angry, yeah.
does.
With the eyebrows, that's what you mean. And for short,
Watching on.
just seeming calm. I suppose he's been used to these all the time, hasn't he, though, compared to Hajar and Maloney, who
Yeah.
haven't really experienced this at all, I don't think. So,
Always
I'm
used
sure
to
it's
the
like,
flag.
well, what a surprise.
Barrier is being
And
repaired quite
big.
efficiently, really. That's good.
That's the thing. You can never ever deny the hard work of the Monaco Marshals. Every single year, they are on top. Every time without fail.
Ah, look, they're cleaning
Apart
up with
from
some
the
dust. Oh, they're putting sawdust down. That's
the, the only time we can say they're stupid is when Perez nearly killed one.
Yes, that's
on the
true.
track at the pit lane. Is
Richie,
it 11 or 12?
please go back, watch 2004. You'll lose your mind.
I need to. No, I told you I was gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it after the weekend because it's such busy this weekend.
Yeah.
Next week I'll give it a watch on the TV.
Honestly, you will lose your mind at how stupid the Marshals were that year. We've just had a similar situation with a car on fire and smoke everywhere. Now imagine smoke everywhere with Marshals standing in the smoke with cars going by at full speed. Yeah. Really bad as Behrman watches on. He's now down to... Actually, he's up to 11th. I'm actually disappointed. We won't have a standing start restart. We'll have a safety car as we've talked about with the rules and regulations, but... Oh, well, here was me hoping that we'd get a little bit of a situation coming through.
I mean, I would say it could happen in F1, but we don't want it to happen in F1 because of the Indy 500.
Exactly. We want a clean race. We want no stoppages. We need to get to at top of the hour. So the red flags come out. Right, let's hear from Alex Jakes and Alice Powell for a few moments as well.
If you're new to the sport and you don't know Ralph Boschung raises every single cent himself and never misses a sponsorship opportunity. I don't know if it's the case now, but his hotel room where he used to live was sponsored one year. The man is a master at raising pennies. As we look at a Yuma Massa, who is still, as it stands, the championship leader, but the man over, no, it's Ollie Behrman over his shoulder, but the other Prema driver is going to take that away from him. Wasser saying yesterday when he won, he felt that was the minimum this team and this car deserved. Victor Martins in second place, going to get a restart because the race will resume in 10 minutes time. The 10-minute signal has sounded and race control have given that message. Drivers have to get back in the cars and we'll go racing once again. And, yeah, fascinating. Great job by the Marshals. First of all, to put the fire out. It doesn't look very grippy down there on the racing line at all. They've got some dust down there to absorb up the fluid, but they're happy now having replaced the lower element of that Armco barrier.
So the race will resume at 10:45. That's in 9 minutes' time. I just like to point out, everybody, I've just tried to get into my house. I can't. There are pigeons in my carport, and really bizarrely as well, one of the pigeons is flying directly into the brick and it was just flapping around for 30 seconds on the brick thinking it was going to move it, and it now can't get out even though the carport's got a giant exit to the other side of it. Okay. Time penalty, Hauger, 5 seconds. But he's already served that.
We haven't seen this yet.
He's already served that, so... Oh, that's a harsh penalty.
Let's see.
He gained position, that's why.
Yeah, on the
Got
inside.
from this angle there. It's also 3 wide.
That's
Wait, but why
unfair.
doesn't he get more than 5 seconds?
How many did he gain? How many positions?
Like 2 or 3.
4.
I feel like.
No, it was 1.
Oh, there he is, look.
He came behind Sanet and he got ahead of the white car. So it was 1 position gain, I think.
It was definitely they were going 3 wide and he got ahead of the 2 of them, but I guess he got only one according to stewards because he only got I think he got a 5 second, right? Not 10.
He did, yeah, 5.
Yeah. So he's gained 1 position, I guess.
So it's lap 24. We were under the red flag. Race will resume in 8 minutes. It'll be
We'll get another little sprint race, but then we got of course, on different tires. Could be interesting.
And it's going to be
Something
behind the
there.
safety car member as well.
Yeah, that's true, unfortunately.
Because they don't change the rules. There's one man more
There we
Correa.
are. Everyone getting back their race suits and
Do you reckon the
helmets.
pit stop boys know who he is yet?
I don't like them at all.
I don't. Not the wonderful Dutch pit stop boys, they're great, but the pit stop podcast, whatever
Yeah,
they are.
the pit stop podcast. They don't like F1.
Yeah.
They don't care about it.
And yet they still think they're funny. Everyone's bitten them off now anyway, which is good news.
Well, the reason why people that think they're funny is because you have the F1 fans that know nothing about F1. They're like, oh my god, they're funny.
The DTS
Real F1
fans.
that know about it. Yeah. Well, say all of them, but many.
Wonderful shot there, Monaco.
I'd love to go to Monaco one day. It's expensive, but I'd love to go.
Well-
Even if it's not F1.
You say it's expensive, but Ted Kravitz did a... What do we call it? He did a How to Do Monaco on the cheap, and it cost him a total of €400.
What?
Yeah, you could do Monaco
Hey.
for 400 quid.
What hotel are you going to? A back alley?
No, no. You camp.
For how long?
Full weekend. Full weekend. Cost him 400. I shall send you the link.
Yes, I want to see that.
Natalie Pinkham also, it was a cheap versus expensive thing that they did. And Natalie Pink, so Ted Kravitz's total came to somewhere like €400. Natalie's came to over £1 million.
Oh.
Yeah. So Natalie spent £1 million of the Sky F1 budget on a few meals.
The question is, did he stay in Monaco or did he just travel to Monaco from France?
It was during the Grand Prix weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, like, did he stay in a city outside of Monaco and then just travel?
No, I think he stayed on
Doing
the
it again.
hill. I think he stayed in the mountain of Monaco area.
It looks like the rear's more damaged than the front, doesn't it? There.
Yeah. And look, his suspension was already gone, so suspension failure and rear suspension failure and also
The
it
fuel
worries.
tank was lit up.
Yeah, it worries me how quickly that caught fire.
That's a big fire, that is.
That is just
A bit like the
smouldering.
signs in Austria, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyone for some s'mores? They're on Virtuosi. Oh my goodness.
I don't think they're going to be that tasteful.
Yeah, it's properly lit up that. Well, let's
Think.
hope this is only the only red flag of the day. Not
gonna get
starting
going
like
again.
last year. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Problem is though with modern Formula One cars, if that happens in the race, you're going to have to red flag it because the track's just going to be blocked.
Yeah, that'd be an instant red flag.
Yeah.
Then cars would be stuck on the track, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Behind.
That could take an hour to get thingy back as well. Wonder what race control would do in that situation. It happened in Formula 2. They all got stuck at the hairpin once. And it happened in F1 actually. In F1 in 2000, Button hit the side of Verstappen and blocked the track, but the red flag was already out because the computers had failed. So the red flag came out, and then Button hit Verstappen and actually gave a reason for the red flag. Really weird day, that one. If you actually look on the list of red flagged F1 races, it lists that the red flag has crashed for Button, Verstappen and all that, but it wasn't. The computers didn't start the race. They glitched. So we had to stop the race to restart it again because there was no information. So yeah, red flag came out. So, what are we going to see this time? Omi, what are you making of this as well for the pit lane?
Chaos.
This is more chaos
Yeah.
though. The field's out of order.
It is.
Oh, hang on. Is
Um,
Cordeal is
isn't
being
it?
sent to the front of the pack to get...
Maybe he can unlap himself.
Yeah, but he is on lap 4 of the race.
Oh.
He unlapped himself 17 times.
Cordeal could win this. Crawford starting this race now. Where is he in the field? Thanks. What's happened here? Didn't Vitaly Petrov come out of the pits late in the 2012 Singapore Grand Prix race like this in situational, or what Kili is doing here? I thought Petrov got hit by Schumacher that year. Oh no, that was Verne, wasn't it? Yeah, Petrov I think did, yeah. Yeah, I think you're actually. 2012 Singapore Grand Prix, one of 2 races I commentated at my nana's house. We were living there for a month, so 2012 Singapore Grand Prix commentated at hers because it was on BBC. Japanese Grand Prix was on Sky F1, so we had to come to this house, which is on. By the way, the house that was having work done as we get Cordial out there, still the red flag by the way, he's just getting your lap back. Yeah, the house that we're in right now that had work done in 2012. All the medical cars in the way. Oh. Yeah, so the house we're in now had asbestos, so we had to move out for a month while all the ceilings and that lot were redone, floorboards and everything, and made sure it was all safe. So we lived with Nana for a month, which was very lovely. But no internet for a month. No internet in 2012 for a month.
Then you'll be doing 1 lap straight back into the pit lane and behind everybody.
Yeah, this is a waste of time.
Are they actually going to unlap him completely?
No, just 1 lap. But this is ridiculous, I suppose, because...
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, because he's so many laps down. This
The
is
rules.
Just, yeah, this is the rules. This is Cordial just being a bit of a pain in the backside.
So, he's 17 laps down, but they're going to send him for 1 lap round?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think after Abu Dhabi, they're gonna have to take every rule and they're gonna use it even if it's useless like this.
So, Verstappen, Hamilton, all you lot fans as well, you cause this. Yeah, but anyway, I was
Verstappen's still champion. Hamilton didn't get 8.
So what I was saying was, so we lived with her for a month, and it was on BBC that year as well, the Singapore Grand Prix. So we commented on that one there. But then we had to come back. Me and Dad at 5 a.m. in the morning came back to this house, and my room was the only room that wasn't needing to be touched. So we had a little tiny television and a little skybox, and we watched and commentated on the Japanese Grand Prix at 5 a.m. in a house with floorboards everywhere. The echoes were unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then for the Korean Grand Prix, the house was back to normal, but it wasn't painted, and we moved in the next day. So me and my brother David came back on the Sunday, and we came back the Saturday night, Sunday morning. So we decorated. We had a little setup in the front room for a commentary box area, and it was the weirdest commentary I've ever done because my brain could not imagine the fact that I used to have like a 40-inch television commentating on, and then I went down to this little tiny television in the same areas where the 40 used to be. So it was really bizarre, but yeah. But it all got fixed by the next race, which I think was Korea. I think it was Korea.
Well, it shows commitment.
Yeah, that was 2012, and then I did 2012 Singapore Grand Prix at her house. And the last one I did there was the 2018 Austrian Grand Prix because it was her birthday, and I would have commentated on the race later, but I had to go to Nottingham to take care of my sister who was unwell at the time the next day, so I didn't have time to do the race because I was getting the train straight after her birthday party.
Okay, so at turn 12, you guys are going to go out now, and in turn 12, all the lapped cars will pass the safety car, and then we will be the first car out.
Oh.
So it's 9...
Well, we've seen this somewhere before.
9, 11, 8, 10, 2, 23, 16, 21, 17 and 25 can now lap the safety car at turn 12. That is a back.
How's Crawford lapped?
How's Boschung lapped as well? That's what...
No, Boschung was lapped, but how is Crawford, Iwasa, Behrman all lapped?
Because the red flag came out and Crawford, Iwasa entered the pit lane and the top 8 were still out on the track. They got an extra lap.
On my screen it's saying here that Crawford's 101 seconds behind.
Yeah, he is. He's a lap back. 24 to 23.
Is that over a lap?
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, over 100. Yeah, let's take a look at the screen now. So 24 laps take us down to Stanek. Crawford down on 23.
Oh.
And Crawford came into the pit lane as well as Awasa when the red flag came out. The top 8 were behind the safety car, and they just crossed the line to complete a new lap.
So then they can go back round and begin again.
Yeah, get back their lap. So that's why we're seeing this safety car procedure. Yeah.
So they're not going to lose anything then, are they?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was so 2018 Austrian Grand Prix was I commentated there as well, and that was the last one. Technically, I did a practice session there, but I'd rather not remember that one as to why I did a practice session there. Yeah, I'd rather not remember that one. So rolling start procedure as it comes through. And they swing back in. Bestie leads. Now, let's see. How long until we get another red flag?
17 laps.
I don't think we're going to go to...
don't say that.
I don't think we're going to go to full distance here. There's 21 minutes remaining plus
Oh, wait,
one
there's 17
lap.
laps to go to the end.
Yeah, and 21 minutes to go plus 1 lap.
Which means, technically, Cordial could win this.
If everybody else crashes out immediately, yeah.
True.
That's true, actually. I didn't think of that. If the entire field crash out on the next lap...
It's possible at Monaco.
And yes, and the race gets red flag and can only be restarted with Cordial, he would win the race by a lap.
Yeah, but if everyone crashes out, wouldn't they just be classed as not classified?
Yeah.
Cordial would be classed as classified, so he'd win it without unlapping itself.
No, because he's still got to get through those lap times,
He's
isn't
going
he?
to complete the race.
Yeah, he's still got to get through those lap times.
Well, he get at least half points then.
That happened with Coulthard, I think.
Well, he has to make it to the finish within the time limit then.
That's true, with 20 minutes to go.
Just going to be a constant one driver qualifying session for 20 minutes.
And then he manages to bin it on his first lap.
Yeah.
Look at this, all these little barriers now being damaged and everything, being torn up as well. We don't usually see this at Monaco. The first year F1 take over with the polystyrene boards, and all of a sudden it's causing issues.
Up.
What's wrong, Josh?
Hauger up 11, Stanek up 14.
You didn't
and
see that,
Hauger had
Josh?
time penalties.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that one, Josh?
No, I don't. That's unbelievable. Right, here we go then. Restart coming on after the red flag out of the last corner of the Monaco Grand Prix feature race of F2 at racing speeds is go. Vesti, Martins, then Porcher, Maloney into turn 1 at Sandoval. Is anyone going to go for a move? No, they are not, but a clean restart. Lap 27 of 42 after the red flag. And the racing continues on. But look at Porcher on the back of Martins coming into the top of the hill. And this is the danger point. Oh, is anyone going to slip around there? The Marshals did an incredible job getting that oil back since as we get a clean restart down towards Mirabeau.
Yeah, very close behind Pucher, but this is no way to overtake this early on. He's looking, but of course with Formula 2 cars it's not really possible in the hairpin compared to the Formula 3, but
wait, so
maybe to the chicane.
they're 43 seconds back. So we've got an 8-car race.
Oh wow, they haven't caught up yet.
They wasn't able to catch up.
They never caught up. Wow.
Oh.
Well, that's because they just get released, so only the top 8 got pushed. Everyone else is still a lap down. That's insane. They should have allowed everybody to catch back up to the field. So Awasa...
That's harsh.
Yeah, Awasa's just started the lap.
That's really harsh.
That is ridiculous.
I don't agree with that.
No, this is a restart. It's not a safety car restart. This is a red flag restart. The race got stopped and now is restarted. They should have allowed everyone to back up. So we've got an 8-car fight and then everyone else is 42 seconds behind. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 15 to go in 18:30. Brad says, is it raining yet? No, not yet, but it might do later. And why is everyone sat in the dark? I've got a massive light ahead of me. Cyntha's got the sunshine behind him.
I don't know why I'm so dark.
It's got a light as well.
Yeah, and the light. It's only Rich that's sat in the dark.
Normally it's not that bad.
Pocher closing in on Martins into the braking zone. The 2 ART drivers.
The top 8 are guaranteed points unless they crash.
Yeah. The only thing is,
So
well,
Stanek will get some points.
Portier got saved by the red flag there with that awful pit stop.
True. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, Martins was on the rev limiter coming out the tunnel. Swinging through. I've never watched an F2 race, is it good? Normally, yes. Monaco, pretty much normal. Look at the top three.
Even with the red flag.
Even with the red flag, yeah. Safety car infringement for Martins.
Oh.
Under investigation for failing to slow for yellow flags. Isn't like half the field under investigation for not slowing for double yellows?
Yes,
haven't heard,
something about that, yeah.
Haven't heard anything
He
for
was
that.
behind Festi.
He was,
Only
yeah.
Martins.
That's a point.
If Martin slowed down and then went quite quick.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
On board with Martins, with Pocher behind him. This is getting a little silly right now. Apparently Lance Stroll has changed his floor after running over debris from Lando Norris's car. So
Is that why Stroll
was so
didn't-
bad? Yeah. I think yesterday's F1 has shown that Red Bull is absolutely unbeatable no matter the track. I think you're right, Brad. Absolutely.
Not really, because Alonso made a very, very big mistake in the final sector.
That's true.
Hence why he lost 3 tenths. People say Verstappen beat Alonso by 3 tenths, but Alonso was the slowest out of all 10 in that final sector. Verstappen was only half a tenth quicker than Leclerc.
He was quicker than Ocon, though.
If you looked at the onboard, it was the perfect final sector for Verstappen as well.
Also, Alonso was a tenth and a half quicker than Verstappen in the first. I think he was about a tenth quicker in the second. Drive-through penalty.
Oh,
Mick
Martins! Speeding under the yellow
so-
flags. Yeah, failing to slow under yellow flags. Wow.
So it puts Maloney to third. So I get 2 of the podium predictions right for me. Porsche and Maloney.
And Vesti does the fastest lap, 1:22.419, as he's on the brand new tyres as well, the Ultra Softs, to take him to the end of the race.
This is a big shame for Martins. He'll come out still P8, I think.
Yeah, but loses everything he needed. Just quickly, Chris Maitland has said, bit of a messy race control in this F2 race. Took a long time to red flag while the car was on fire. This is the reason for the drive-through penalty for Victor Martins. Safety car's out. Oh, and he's going full speed. What?
Yeah, he's just pushing.
Whoa!
Oh.
He nearly hit the marshals. No, Victor, that is a black flag, you absolute
Yeah, that should be
moron.
a black flag.
He was going full speed under the safety car, speeding through double yellows and almost whacked out the car. What was he thinking? Oh my goodness me. That's a black flag. That is a black flag, not a drive-through, that's a black flag. Wow. Victor
No wonder
Martins,
they didn't show us that on the replay.
Yeah, Victor Martins nearly committing manslaughter.
Yes.
Martins.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Get in the pit lane and get yourself out of here. You don't deserve points and you don't deserve a podium. That was abysmal. Abysmal. And the problem is he's only going to be in 8th position. This does nothing.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
a
it
black.
moved him down 5
Yeah,
positions.
get a black flag. Get him out. Get him out of that.
Yeah, shouldn't be taking points after that.
And he'll be in 8th. He'll get points. That is abysmal.
Unless he
What on
crashes.
earth? Yeah.
It's what, 16 points back? 16 seconds back, is it?
I'm surprised no one's going to be asking for heavier fines for that.
People will be asking about that because there was multiple double yellow flags. He was going practically full speed.
Not like he wasn't warned.
Slow.
Under the safety car and speeding in the double yellow zone when they've literally just been told about the new speed limits.
Yeah.
And half of them, probably half the field member under investigation for speeding under double yellow. So are they all going to get penalties? This entire race might change.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't find anything at all on the documents.
I can't either.
About it. I'm trying to find there's nothing about this people being noted.
So just quickly from Chris Maitland as well. His tweet saying, bit of a messy race control in this F2 race. Took a long time to red flag while a car was on fire. Then made a hash of reordering cars that weren't a lap down. And on the restart to now P9 backwards over 35 seconds adrift. Wow.
Yeah, that was very massive restart.
Race control have been a bit of a joke this weekend anyway, haven't they?
The poor marshals
Always
nearly being
a joke.
One at a time?
so the poor marshals nearly being killed.
Yeah, go on, Sid.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of need a safety car now because look at the gap between, well, it's Stanek and Crawford, with Martin's now in between that, but it's really kind of unfair because they can't do anything about it. The red flag got deployed right between them and they had to pit and they got punished for doing something right. I don't know. It's really weird and they weren't actually a lap down.
No, they were on the correct lap, but and now they've been punished for it, and it's ridiculous. So the FIA, I think, the F2 race director here has made an absolute shambles of this. As now we get blue flags in the field. Now look at that. That's Boschung lapped when he was on the lead lap as well. So Boschung is now, but now we're getting to the procedure.
No, Boschung was already lapped. It was Benavides all the way up to Crawford that wasn't.
Yeah, but Boschung
so
got back. Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame.
Boschung was at the back of the train now on lap 31.
Oh, it's saying red flag on my screen. Is that right?
Can't be. We're still green. Phantom red.
It says green on my screen.
We've got greens.
I've refreshed it. it. I saw it. I thought, hang on.
Stewards.
No, yeah.
Turn 9 is involving car 16. Nazani will be investigated after the race, driving erratically.
What a surprise.
When was that? Turn 16.
Martin's fastest lap.
That's at the piscine. At the swimming pool.
Give him an extra point.
This is crazy racing now, isn't it? What is going on?
Took a turn. A very heavy turn. Maloney's now on the podium. Vachon to the top 4. Hauger's in the top 5. That's to start in 17th. This is Kushmaine heading through the tunnel in towards the Nouvelle Chicane.
P6, of course.
He's sitting in P6.
Started 12th. He's done amazing.
Very decent look indeed.
Timed race. We've gone to a timed race. Knew that was coming. Well, sadly, that was inevitable. That we were going to get a timer on the board.
But it won't be that far off the 42 laps anyway, will it? I think they'll be about 5 laps off, won't it?
Yeah.
We'll
be 2 laps.
Well, that's 32 now.
31 lap 34, but it is now a timed race.
So we'll lose about 5. We'll lose about 6 laps.
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
Philip Horton has put it bang on. Roy Nassani, noted for driving erratically, could apply to any race, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you've got it spot on there as well.
And I'm going on Twitter, and there's lots of people moaning about Martins.
I'm not surprised.
It's only a drive-through. And it says, Aldas 001, Victor Martins will be looking not to get a race ban for this, inches away from a horrible incident. Look, in the commentary chat, in the Discord, look at this.
How close was it?
I've put a picture, look at that. That is absolutely ridiculous.
It's alright, hang on, we've got it on Twitter. We've got it on the tweet deck. We're going to show it in a second as we take a look at the replay in the tunnel, guys.
Oh my goodness.
What is this in the tunnel? Nazani driving erratically in the tunnel!
This is Nazani. Oh.
That's why he's under investigation, my goodness me!
Oh, that was way back ago, wasn't it, that? Remember when...
Yeah.
Another that went straight.
This is another incident.
Oh, is this another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they both
He's done
got
it twice.
Oh no, that's Benavides.
Oh, hang on.
What?
Bit of Dodgem cars going out as well on the track at the moment. Right, let's
Josh, use the picture I sent.
It's alright, we've got it on the map book. There you go, that's how close it was. Really,
yeah, but
really
if you look
close.
at the tri-set, you can see it side by side.
So can we. Really close stuff there. Really close.
That was.
That's
in my eyes, that should be a race ban.
Should be, yeah, definitely.
Surely.
Needs to be. Inches from disaster as well. Absolute inches. Just gonna like that so I can see it later.
Tom Bellingham, this deserves more than a drive-through.
Deserves a race ban, to be fair. Race control, DRS enabled. Now, what took that so long?
Oh wait, I just realised that.
What took 20 minutes for that to become available again? Really weird.
Physics.
Yeah, really weird. So we're into a timed race. 4 minutes to go here. As I now realise that my TV pictures appear in the commentary box are 15 seconds behind the timing screens. Explains why every call has been a bit late today.
Yeah, today was the first time I've actually had to sync my TV pictures up with your TV pictures. Yours are massively behind.
Well, we had a glitch, didn't we? So I'll get that sorted.
I didn't say anything because I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. 16 seconds is the difference, I've just been told. What on earth has happened with our TV pictures today? Usually there's only 8. Why has it doubled? It's those bloody pigeons. Richie does literally look like he's just in a layer of darkness right now. It's quite funny. I can't even see
Is
it.
it
Yeah,
that bad?
Can't see you, mate. It looks like you're a Bond villain. Really, I cannot see you on the TV screen.
Yeah, I'm just entering the tunnel now. That's how delayed you are, Joss. By the way, for reference.
We're just in it now.
Yeah.
Big delay there. Right, okay.
Well, Cordeal, look at the timing screen. 50 minutes behind, apparently.
Oh, wow.
That is true.
And that's interval as well. It's not on the leader.
Oh, race control. Turn tendency involving car 21 Novalak has been noted for leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
But wasn't that due to Nizani's erratically driving? As Cordeal passes Fittipaldi.
Hey! Cordeal has made the move.
Who's he gone from 17 to 3?
No idea. So Zane Maloney goes up into 3rd position. Shaw 4th. Fittipaldi. I desperately can't see him on my timing screen. Where is he?
Who?
Fittipaldi. Out.
Out.
There we go. I was desperately scanning the board and I couldn't see him. I knew he was out of the race, I just couldn't see him. Cordeal's now passed him. 18 laps to 17. Well done. He might get doing. With 2 minutes 30 plus 1 to go. 2 minutes 30 plus 1 to go. That'll be what? 1, 2, 3 laps. He might do it.
Wait, how long's Boschung been out?
31. Oh yeah, he's just retired. 4 or 5 laps. He's just retired the pit lane, I think.
I didn't notice that one.
I didn't notice Boschung out either, actually.
Who's this? 20 and 6.
Stanek and Martins. Yeah.
Oh no.
Battle for 7th and 8th position. The last of the lead lap runners. Oh, that was Stanek.
No, it was
Maney goes straight on.
Oh, Maney. Maney's P6 just ahead of them. Really difficult to keep across on this. TV direction needs to be a bit zoomed out. There we go. There's the commentary boxes at the top left-hand side. Not that Sky can see out of them because there's a massive television in the way.
At least Iwasa got 1 point in the end.
Yep, in P10. 2 seconds behind Crawford. Well, actually, is he 2 seconds behind Crawford? Yes, he is, yeah.
And Martins is 8th with fastest lap. But,
Martins.
That he should... Listen, if it goes away of what... That should be disqualification.
Yeah. And a race ban.
But he's right at the back of Stanek here.
He nearly killed a marshal by ignoring the rules and the flags.
He's going to have...
And then somehow he's still going to get points.
He's going to have Stanek as well. He's going to have him.
Huh?
Look.
Why's called... Oh, never mind.
The thing is, Crawford's caught up very quickly. They was, what, 42 seconds back there, now 19.
Yeah. He's done really well. Well done, Crawford. To close up that.
Pretty decent race for Crawford at least.
I want to say good morning
Maloney as well.
Yeah, I just want to say good morning to everyone over in the United States of America, specifically Indianapolis. Many people have just started waking up for the greatest spectacle in racing that gets underway in 5 hours and 23 minutes. Time penalty, Clement Novalak.
Oh, is that the thing with going on straight on?
Yeah. Leaving the track, getting an advantage.
So he'll now be overtaken by Benavides and Nizani. So Benavides won't finish last.
That's true, yeah.
He'll finish 15th.
Cordeal's on lap 19. He'll start lap 20, but he might not take it to 21, so he might finish behind Doohan. But look at this. Martin's on...
lap.
No, plus 1 lap. Martin's going to have a run here. On the inside of Stanak, nothing yet. Time is out. So the next lap will be the last one.
He's gonna try to Mirabeau, I think.
Yeah, he's so far in front, isn't he? Here we go. Top of the hill.
Oh.
Into
How
Massenet.
much quicker he is.
Casino Square. Mirabeau's next. He's going to go for an inside manoeuvre.
You can't.
It's too far back.
Too far.
Must be Nouvelle then.
To the hairpin. No.
No, he's got another lap after this, remember. But look how destroyed his tyres are on the Ultra Softs. They were brand new. Here's Vesti coming through. This won't be the final lap. It shouldn't be the final lap. It is the final lap. Well, that's not correct. It should be +1. They've got the rules wrong. But Frederick Vesti, from pole position to lights out, takes the checkered flag and wins in Monaco. Pourchaire is second again. Maloney will come home in third position. And now Martins, who thought he had another lap, he's going to have to really close in. That shouldn't have happened. It should be +1 lap. They crossed the line with the seconds to spare. It should be +1 lap. They've got it wrong. Cross the line. Rashaw, Hauger, Maloney, Stanek, Martin's 8th. But shouldn't really be points. 4 points plus fastest lap, 5. Despite nearly killing a marshal, he gets 5 points.
Yeah, it's...
What a joke. And feel for this lot. Crawford, Owasa, Benedives, Hadjar, Jaruvula, Correa, Nizani, Benedives, Novalak did nothing wrong and got their race ruined by the FIA. What a shambles. Absolute shambles here in Monaco. But one man who didn't put a foot wrong is Frederick Vesti, a deserving winner in Monaco.
Mate, like if there was ever any doubt, you did it. Unbelievable drive. Unbelievable drive.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. P1 in Monaco. Pole position in Monaco. Let's go, guys. That's how we do it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. That is unbelievable. That is the biggest dream of mine in Formula 2. Thank you so much.
Frederick Vesti.
Just taking a quick look at my commentary box notes because I want to see this situation where we have the finish to a race, starting procedure. But where's the finish? I can't see finishing the race. There's no graphic for that on my notes. The race is, here we go. We should have featured subject organizations. Let's hear from Maloney.
P3. Well done, mate. Good job. Yeah, really good job, guys. Thanks a lot. Obviously, I struggled for a lot of pace there, but we kept it on track. Yeah, really good job, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that race should have not ended like that. Finish. A checker flag will be at the end of the race as well. Yeah, okay, well, that's weird. Article 5.3 of the regulations. So, let's have a listen.
Dreaming about
Good job. Good job, team. Good job.
Yes, mate. Soak it in. Soak it in. Not every day you win in Monaco.
Mate, we're living the dream. We're living the dream. Let's go.
I'm just having a look at Article 5.3. The distance in the feature race from the start signal will be Monaco, 140 kilometres. However, should 60 minutes elapse before the scheduled race distance complete, the leader will be shown the end of race signal when he crosses the control line at the end of the lap, following the lap during the 60 minutes period, provided this does not result in the scheduled number of laps being exceeded. How many laps? Mean? Well, we've done 39 of the 42 laps. Looking at this, that would mean that the distance in the feature race shall be equal to the least number of laps completed, which exceeded a distance of 140 kilometres. So should 60 minutes elapse before the scheduled race distance complete, the leader will be shown the checkered flag when he crosses the line at the end of the following lap. So we should have had another lap there. They've called the race a lap early. They've got it wrong. They did it again. That should have been +1 lap. and they've got it wrong because Vesti started the last lap, I'm being told, with 22 seconds left on the clock, meaning the next lap around to when he took it would have been the last lap and then the checkered flag. So they've called it early. Don't know.
Who crossed that with 22 seconds to go?
Vesti, the leader. So.
Oh, he crossed it before the time went to 0.
Yeah. So there should have been 2 laps. The lap when they.
There should have been an extra one.
Yeah, it should have been an extra lap. He should have crossed the line again and then take the second time around, taking the flag. So we're a lap short. The race should have been 40 laps, not 39. They've got it wrong. They've made the mistake. Okay, let's go down to Laura Winter.
Again.
Yeah, again. Let's go down to Laura Winter. See if she can make any sense of this.
From Laura Winter.
Perfectly thrown, Alice. Let's hear now.
Well, Zane, congratulations. A podium in Monaco. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? But just sum that one up. Before we came on air here, you said that was tough.
Yeah, it was very tough. I struggled for some pace the entire race, but we mainly kept it on track, kept it out the barriers, and yeah, came home with a podium. Obviously, a big step from Baku, so thanks a lot to Rodin Carlin for continuing to go through this process with me, and yeah, we're getting there, so hopefully next time out in Barcelona is another step.
Thank you very much, Zane. Congratulations. Enjoy the podium here in Monte Carlo. And bringing in Théo Pourchaire, second place, but that doesn't tell half the story of that race. Can you sum up your own for us and just how intense it was out there with safety cars and red flags?
Yeah, very tough race, first physically, because yeah, unfortunately I'm a bit sick. This weekend I was a bit sick. Like, it's not ideal for Monaco, the toughest race physically and mentally, but I gave my best. There was a red flag in the race. The start was really good. Unfortunately, some drivers are really aggressive. I'm surprised, but yeah, it's part of the job. We are doing motorsport. Next time I have to be a bit more aggressive. It's I'm too kind with the others, you know. If I want to achieve my goals, I need to give my best. So yeah, but anyway, P2 is really good. Big congrats to Fred because he did the pole first, so he beat me in Monaco. It's not easy. Huh? He's really fast. He's really fast this year. So he's one of our main contender, and we will have to push hard to beat him.
Yeah, great to see. Thank you very much, Théo. Congratulations. P2 here in Monaco. Enjoy the podium. And to our winner, Frederik Vesti, congratulations. A win in Monaco. Talk me through your race and indeed how you kept your cool through restarts, red flags, keeping that composure when you're out the car for a matter of minutes.
Well, first of all, we had a really good start, and it helped. So we were in P1, and I was just trying to manage the pace and the tires. I could see I was pulling a gap all the time, so I just tried to manage that, and yeah, we did that well, clearly.
You did do it very well, absolutely. And what about keeping your composure as well during the red flag? Because surely all sort of things go through your mind knowing you've got another restart to contend with.
Sure, for sure. The main pressure was the start, and then obviously the first few laps, and the pit stop as well is quite dangerous. Some things can happen. So we got that out of the way, and all I had to do was do a sprint race at the end, 15 laps.
Yeah, relatively simple. You make it seem. You are now leading the championship standings. How much does that mean to you, and how much can you push on for the rest of the season to get it done?
Well, that's incredible. My main focus is just maximizing every session, so from FP to feature race. And if we do that well, I'm sure we will have the championship at the end of the year.
Thank you very much. Frederik Vesti, you are a winner here in Monaco. Congrats.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the podium.
Thank you.
Let's hand over to Alex Jakes and Alice Powell for their thoughts.
Wonderful moments for Frederik Vesti down there in front of his delighted team. Thanks to Laura Winter for the interviews with the top three. A very happy top three, different fortunes there. Interesting comments from Théo Pourchaire in the interview, Alice, saying, I'm too kind with these guys.
Yeah, I wonder if he's referring to his teammates. We saw they got very close at the start, and Victor cut across, really, and nearly squeezed him into the barrier. Pourchaire actually had to back out. So, yeah, I think that it might be a bit of an awkward atmosphere when they go back to the ART truck. Like to be a fly on the wall in there, Alex.
Well, you know this really well, Alice, that you've got the situation. They take a while with the podium here. We'll get to it in a second. But you know.
Yeah, they don't take that long, but we're on to the podium ceremony now as well here. Third place for Zane Maloney, second for Theo Portier, Frederick Vesti taking the win as well. Let's get the thoughts on you, Synth. What did you make of that one out there today?
Well, it's definitely more interesting because of the strategy. We see the call of tires cost some battles like we expected from beforehand. And that red flag, and then unfortunately after that red flag it all went wrong. And it's just kind of a mess with the race directors now, that stuff. So that's a bit unfortunate, but the first half was very interesting to say the least.
And Josh, what did you make of it as we see our trophies presented to Frederick Vesti, who wins here in Monaco?
Why was the red flag not called sooner? Why did Cordeal get his lap back when he was like a million laps down? Why was there no black flag? I am not okay.
Richie, what about you?
Mess.
Second
One
place.
word, mess.
Second place for Theo Portier as well. Third place for Zane Maloney. Omi, what about you? What did you make of that? Omi?
Is that me?
Yes, it's you.
Thank you, Carl.
Oh, sorry. Omi? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it was chaos. It was a bit carnage. It did have its quiet moments, but yeah, Formula 2 delivering all the chaos that Formula 3 was not able to. Let's see what the Porsche Super Cup next coming up as well on JB Motorsports will deliver. That's also going to be very exciting, and hopefully it's going to be a great race. We'll talk more about that when we get to it, but we have the national anthems now.
The Danish national anthem for the second feature race of the year. Victory for Frederick Vesti, his first coming back in Jeddah as well. What a amazing race. I don't know why, actually, just looking at it, Frederick Vesti being celebrated up there as well, a bit weirdly. Now, does he get his champagne bottle? It's champagne time! Such a good champagne spray here this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really powerful, so I'm really liking that. Well, Monaco has delivered. Let's get one word from everybody. Synth, one word for Monaco F2.
Mess, yeah. Like, yeah, just copying that one.
Richie?
Mess.
Josh?
Ah!
Amy?
As well.
Here's your results then. It is Frederick Vesti taking victory here in Monaco for the second feature race win of the year. Theo Portier is second. Zane Maloney lines up in third place. Richard Verschoor is fourth. Dennis Hauger is fifth. Kush Maney sixth. Roman Stanak seventh. Victor Martins eighth. Jack Crawford ninth. Amor Wasser is 11th. Amor Wasser 10th. Oliver Behrman 11th. Isaac Hadjar 12th. Johan Jarumula 13th. Juan Manuel Correa 14th. Roy Mazzani 15th. Brian Benedive is 16th, Clement Novalak is 17th, 18th and out of the race for Ralph Boschok, 19th out of the race Jack Doohan. Cordeal got 21 laps in the end but couldn't get over Doohan. He finishes 20th but still running. Fittipaldi was out of the race and Anthony declared 2, 7 laps in. Humidity's dropped to 41% now as well. Track temperature 36 degrees, air temperature 24.3, rain is in the air. anything can happen. My thanks to Synthol, my thanks to Richie for their company here. We'll see you both hopefully later in the 500 as well, with some comms on the call. Josh is going to be remaining in the pit lane. Omi's coming up to the commentary box though for all of the action from the first Porsche Super Cup race of the year. The first time we're covering that race here on JB Motorsports. That's coming up. Formula 2 though leaves the sunny harbour of Monaco and goes to the very hot circuit de Barcelona Catalunya in just 7 days time. Join us there when FIA Formula 2 returns. The support races are done. Porsches are up next. Then it's the Monaco Grand Prix. My thanks to you all for watching. We'll see you in about half an hour, ready for the Porsches.